Yeah, you gotta rent your ox, RTA, you know. You got Uber for oxes. The east side of the kingdom, you got Uber ox. I think you really would with two B's. Yeah. Uber with two B's. Two O's and two B's. Thine ass shall be violently taken away from before thy face, and shall not be restored to thee. Thy sheep shall be given unto thy enemies, and thou shalt not have none to rescue them. Thy sons and thy daughters. Yeah, like you work. It's like getting your money confiscated, man. You know? They just take your money and then they could just take it and not give it back. It's just an L you gotta take. Go ahead. Thy sons and thy daughters shall be given unto another people, and thine eyes shall look and fail with longing for them all the day long. Hey, that happened in slavery, man. That's where it mainly happened at, but in today's time it's still happening through CPS. Or whatever law that they got, they can take your kid, man. The school system. Yep. Like your kid has to go to school, and if they have to go to school, then they have to get them goddamn shots and all of that, you know? And then if you don't send them to school, you gotta pay for them to be homeschooled. Yep. So either way, they gonna get money out you, or they gonna get your kids out you. And if your kids acting bad to the point they need they need their butt whipped, you can't whip them because they'll take your kid. That's wickedness, man. So they had this goddamn foster care with Jim and Bill living together, and you don't know what the hell's going on, man. Yep. Child getting raped or manipulated to be a certain way. Like, yeah, women getting foster kids, being homosexual, and pushing that on the kids and shit, man. You know? Making the kids be homosexual and trying to force that image on the kids. You be like, man, I don't like that shit. And they tell you, oh no, you wrong to think like that. But that's what they manipulate you, man. But that's what happened in the foster systems, man.
They had those Edomites there got those Jake foster kids just to kill them because they said God told them to.
White people good though. Nothing good come up them though, you know?
Yeah. Yeah.
And there shall be no might in thy hand. The fruit of thy land and all thy labors shall a nation which thou knowest not eat up, and thou shalt be only oppressed and crushed all way. And that's what we are. We're only oppressed and we're crushed all the way, man. Okay?
Here it is. My check is $650 or something like that, and I can only bring home $429 and shit like that.
And I owe $400.
Yeah. And $400 going towards bills, water, which I shouldn't have to pay for. You know what I'm saying?
High ass rent. The rent is too high. 49 cents. That shit again. Dark green ducker.
Deuteronomy 28:49. The Most High shall bring a nation against thee from far, from the end of the earth, as swift as the eagle fleeth, a nation whose tongue thou shalt not understand.
Deuteronomy 28:49. It came out. Oh, wait a second, I gotta yell and shit. 49. One word. 49. This crazy.
Fortnite.
I can't dab my eyes and brush my teeth. Deuteronomy 28 and 49. The Lord shall bring a nation against thee from far, from the end of the earth, as swift as the eagle fleeth, a nation whose tongue thou shalt not understand.
As swift as the eagle flieth, and a nation that thou shalt not understand. So it prophesied that our ass is going to go into captivity, man, for not keeping the law, statutes, and commandments. From Babylon, you know, even at this point also, America, man. Okay?
Because you got a lot of people that say, well, if God loved y'all and y'all the people of God, why he put y'all in slavery? Because we wasn't listening, man.
He told us that.
He told us, it's like...
Go in the store, you act a fool, I'm going to beat your ass. You know what I'm saying?
God.
When we get home. All right. And you see that, oh shit, I can do what I want and he can't do nothing. You know what I'm saying? The Lord said, I'm going to come back at such and such. And he watching on the camera like, this nigga, wow, okay. Watch when I get there. You know what I'm saying? I'm going to try to say he's going to work. He's going to work. He left for, you know, for such amount of years they say he's going to leave. He's looking at us, you know, all kind of cameras in the house of the world, you know. But he said eyes are 10 times brighter than the sun. You know? And we're just, our nation is like undisciplined kids, man. Hard hit.
And his eyes are upon the sinful kingdom. You know what I'm saying? Being the angels is his eyes, man. They the messengers. They around here watching everything and recording everything and sending it back up to him, you know?
Hey, it's like, the Most High is like how the agent was on what you call it, he sees through everybody, man. Really. So, walking by somebody and they could be looking at you and recording shit, and they be sending it to the side. Yeah, like you make it.
Yeah, because they just changing anybody.
Yep.
Verse 50. A nation of fierce countenance, which shall not regard the person of the old, nor shall favor to the young.
Yeah, they be fucking up old people, destroying the youth. They don't care, man. Esau came down on our people with that exact wrath, man. All why? Because we don't want to listen to the law, statutes, commandments, and the words and the covenant of Yahweh Shem Yahushua. Our people are still like that to this day, no matter how much the Most High stricken us. Okay? And he knows that because he said it was Isaiah. He said, the whole hate is sick. The more I whip you or the more I chastise you, the worse you get.
And he shall eat the fruit of thy cattle and the fruit of thy land until thou be destroyed, which also shall not leave thee either corn, wine, or oil, or the increase of thy kind, or the flocks of thy sheep, until he have destroyed thee. And he shall besiege thee in all thy gates, until thy high and fenced walls come down, wherein thou trustest throughout all thy land. And he shall besiege thee in all thy gates, throughout all the land which the Most High thy power hath given thee. And thou shalt eat the fruit of thy own body, the flesh of thy sons and of thy daughters, which the Most High thy power hath given thee, in the siege and in the straitness wherewith thy enemies shall distress thee.
And that's what's going on right now, is that, and it happened a couple times. It happened in Babylon. It happened in Rome, most definitely. And Rome was known for doing that. They'll circle you and cut you off and starve you out, man.
Syrian captivity.
Yeah, that's what I think right there. It's like, you know. And guess what? It's gonna happen in this time too. Little famine, man.
Because we still under the curses too.
Yep.
You know, so it's not like it can't happen because we are still under the curses, man.
There's so many curses that he's gonna send a new curse.
Yeah.
Right? Like shit that nobody's seen before, nothing, man. You know?
Deuteronomy 28 and 64. 63. And it shall come to pass that as the Most High rejoice over you to do you good and to multiply you, so the Most High rejoice over you to destroy you and to bring you to naught, and ye shall be plucked from off the land whither thou goest to possess it. And the Most High shall scatter thee among all people from the one end of the earth even unto the other.
There you go. That's where the Gentiles went at, man. You know? All these things, and we're like that to this day. Brothers in Hawaii, Norway, Germany, South Africa, Mexico. They got brothers all over. There's brothers that we probably don't even know about, man. 10 times out of 10. I'm pretty sure we don't know about them because there's 144,000 prophets that's supposed to prophesy, not supposed that are prophesying, or will eventually begin to prophesy in the name of the Most High, man. Okay?
And the Most High shall scatter thee among all people from the one end of the earth even unto the other, and there thou shalt serve other gods, which neither thou nor thy fathers have known, even wood and stone.
And that's what's going on now. You know? And the Most High got our people worshiping white Jesus. He let that happen, man. You know? Of wood and stone. That's why we're here. Esau ain't going through that. Them fake Jews over there ain't going through that. That's the nation of Israel that's going through that, man. Even so-called conscious Africans know that they worshiping the wrong deity, man. They may bring up the question without the ability to connect it to the scriptures, but they'll say we wasn't worshiping that when we came over here. Before we came over here, the so-called white man gave that to us. You know, they just don't know how to connect it with the scriptures. You know?
And among these nations shalt thou find no ease, neither shalt the sole of thy foot have rest. But the Most High shall give thee there a trembling heart, and failing of eyes, and sorrow of mind.
Yeah.
And hey, if you think, and that's like basically no hope. You know what I'm saying? You just, you know, it's like you said, you was broken in the noonday earlier in the chapter. You just got no hope. But, you know, he's given an election a hope now. You know what I'm saying? To hope in him, to break from the curses at the end of this run, basically, man. To be protected during the time to come. You know what I'm saying?
The only reason why we have hope is basically repent, coming back into the fold. Because without the Most High, you will have no hope in this society. You can't sit here and say, I'm about to do this, it's going to stop the curses. It's just, you're going to be you're hopeless, man. So you got to, in order to feel that comfort, this shit is going to end, finally. You know what I'm saying? It's going back to your our shot. You know? Otherwise, you're going to be hopeless. You know?
Get that,
And thy life shall hang in doubt before thee, and thou shalt fear day and night, and shall have none assurance of thy life.
You have none assurance of your life. You don't know whether you're going to live, you're going to die. Is it worth it or not, man?
Walking in the valley of the shadow of death.
You want to jump or you want from 6? Baruch chapter 4 verse 1. This is the book of the commandments of the Most High, and the law that endureth forever. All they that keep it shall come to life, but such as leave it shall die.
Yeah, right, bam, right there. You know what I'm saying? So pretty much it's still telling you to keep the law, statutes, and the commandments. You know, all them that keep it shall live, all them that leave off from it shall die, man. Okay? Shouldn't you fear the Father of spirits and live? What is that fear? Give him that reverence towards what he said. Listen to him. Do what he said do, man. All right? Because that's why a lot of women women undermine a man, the man like, man, to hell with this shit, man. Fuck you and the kids, basically. You know what I'm saying? They don't want to be around a woman constantly undermining them, man. You know, and that's how the Lord was with us, because we are his woman. All right, he looked at Israel like a delicate and comely woman.
Turn thee, O Jacob, and take hold of it.
Yeah, turn thee, O Jacob, and take hold of it, man. These scriptures, man. The hope. All right, the faith. All right, repent. And then ask the Lord to, you know, hey, Lord, hey, my bad. I've been messing up, you know. I just ask that you show me the way. You know what I'm saying? I did it. You know what I'm saying? Once he opened my eyes up to knowledge, I would say, outside of the fucking school system, all right? I just prayed to the Lord like, man, hey, show me if this is the real deal. You know what I'm saying? And I will honestly sit here and say my prayer got answered not 10 seconds later. You know, it was, bam, right there as soon as I got done praying. You know? Go ahead.
Walk in the presence of the light thereof, that thou mayest be illuminated.
Yeah, you be illuminated by the spirit of Yahweh Bashem Yahushai through the knowledge, wisdom, and understanding of these scriptures, man. Okay? That's how you be illuminated, because we are that light that's set upon the hill.